Good evening, everyone. So, John here, and it's just going to be another game show stream, and this time it's about Scooby Doo. And Scooby Doo is one of my favorite series from my childhood, and it's Scooby Doo is one of my favorite cartoons ever. Well, the only one of the Scooby Doo version series I really despise the most is Velma series. But yeah, the series is actually has been around for so long, and it's has spanned over multiple spin-offs, movies, and who could even imagine when Hanna-Barbera back in the 1969 decided to create a series of a group of teenagers and a dog to solve mysteries, and well, no one even could even imagine this dog would eventually gain a popularity that spanned for such a long period. But it has been going on for 56 years, and wow, not only multiple series, but multiple movies, live action, original regular cartoon, and yeah, there's just so many spin-offs out of this show had been from the very original series back in the from the very beginning and to all the way up to the 2020s. But how many of those series are connected in one timeline? Well, like the Velma series, it's not really much a part of this entire original timeline. I mean, considering that the Velma series is supposed to be taking place in an ultimate timeline before all the gang was even started doing the mysteries, but the Velma series they messed up the whole thing. Rather from the just being solving mysteries and all, like in the very first season, Scooby wasn't even present at all, not even mentioned, and they made some major changes. Like Fred, he was a son of a wealthy family, and it turns out he was incapable of almost do anything. He needed some servants to even to cut his own dinner. He was so he was in high school, and he should have been learned how to even to do that. And he had this mindset that every single girl in high school loved him, including Velma. But that was a complete twist. That was not the case. And it turns out even though Velma in this was that she was bisexual, and I have no problem with that at all. That was if you look at it, if the when the series first started, the whole franchise, being a girl into other same gender or even both, it's not a good combination. That would not even work out. Uh, I had even worked on it that, yeah, Robert, but I will eventually do that. But this whole Scooby Doo franchise has been spanned for so many years, for 56 years, and the Velma series is one of the absolute worst in the whole franchise. I mean, it's just one of the worst that has ever been. Turning Scrappy to a freaking serial killer, and he was a genetic experiment, well, he's a genetic engineered dog by the US military, and that nothing could even harm him, not even his normal rifle or anything. Even if you put, even if it was the one using as a flamethrower close range, it wouldn't even affect him. Even the military tried to use a freaking missile on him. That only gave him some bruises, but not even much any serious harm. The only thing that literally could kill him was when Velma's ghost, yep, she died in Velma's years to possess him. So the Velma series was said to take place in Ultimate Universe prior to how the gang was even met up. It's just it was so messed up. Like Fred was incapable of doing anything by himself. He needed had some a servant to cut his food, and that's like, I mean, come on, dude, you are a freaking teenager in a high school. You should at least know that how to do it, but nope. And Daphne, she was adopted by two women, which I have no problem with. The other that her biological parents were in prison for being a lifetime criminals. And in fact, that Fred's mother turned out to be the actual killer of the first season. And that Scooby was never even part of the series. Only in that in season two, there was this figure known as Uncle Scooby. But it turned out it wasn't even Scooby at all. It was just more like it was actually a woman in the military who was really responsible for the development of Scrappy from the beginning. But she dressed in this hood and all, and only for she was when she was doing that, there was only way for Scrappy to even somehow be at least on some form of control, not using any form of mind control devices or anything. He just, but after the program was shut down, he went rogue and started killing people. And if you the people remember how he was in the first season, in the first live action, it was like 10 times or perhaps even like 50 times worse as the live action version. But turning him into a bad guy in the first live action movie, I mean, he is Scooby's freaking nephew, turning him to a bad guy. But in the newest as a Velma series, turning Scrappy into a serial killer, come on, that is way too far. I mean, sure, some fans doesn't even love Scrappy. Think that he's simply a bad guy, that he is a waste of time, that he is annoying. But still, sure, there may have been some episodes that he was doing things that wasn't good enough. But there are some episodes that Scrappy were actually really, really actually awesome. But going so far to just literally making a vanilla series that has a focus on a more mature audience, like 18 plus or something. Okay, that's something. I don't know, these days you can probably do that since back when they first originally started making a series of a girl that was bisexual or lesbian. Yeah, I wasn't like that would even have been accepted. But in the Velma series, both Daphne and Velma actually did share a kiss or two. Well, at least, but they weren't not dating or anything. It just, but there is even one live action series based on Daphne and Velma together as solving mysteries. The only other series that was more recent years that Scrappy was in was Mystery Incorporated. Only like a statue of Scrappy was seen, but they never talk about him. But after the timeline changed, Scrappy may not even be a bad guy in that universe since I don't even know. Yeah, but Scrappy, even though he may have some bad qualities, but I don't hate him. Actually, I think he's kind of cool, but my favorite out of Scooby Doo is Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo is oh man, he is yeah, he is pretty fun. Scooby kind of reminds me of my late friends Cody, eating a lot, goofing around. Scrappy, I don't know who he can be in be as one of my friends since I don't even know for sure exactly, but Scooby Doo. There is actually a few candidates who somebody could have been close to that one. and which one of them is this one. Sometimes you even reminds me of Scooby Doo, Malachi.
Whatever.
I mean, he isn't. I mean, even though he's named Dumb, but he is actually quite brilliant. Even though the fact he is a little bit different from his cousin Scooby, he has solved
Also,
some like mystery.
if you haven't noticed what I've said underneath my name,
I know. Hello, Raggy. But like I said about that is the most recent show, Velma. It's one of the worst they ever made. You
and
cannot deny on that.
I will admit that it's
Since,
way more worse than Mystery Incorporated.
well, I mean, Mystery Corporate was I mean, that one was at least decent to been at least been watching because in that one they explained that Scooby why he was able to talk and then why Mr. Pericles, the parents, was able to talk is because they are direct
Mm.
descendants of the Nibiru people. Well, they are interdimensional beings, but they don't even have their own forms. So yeah, so Mystery Incorporated was okay. It was at least decent on enough, but there were some episodes that was questionable. But like I said, when Scrappy was his stat or his wax figure or his statue or what they call happened to only be only for a brief moment that both Daphne and Fred refused even to talk about him. Because in that timeline he was one of the bad guys, but they were never specify exactly what he did. And I can't say that it has nothing to do with the live action movie or anything else, because every single spin-offs or every of the shows has been based on different timeline. It had to be. I mean, if you're thinking like this, the original Scooby Doo, and when the say a pup named Scooby Doo and some others, it completed different timelines. It had to be. And when the Music Incorporated series ended, they changed timeline. Like Daphne and Fred were no longer they were if before it happened, it changed. They were no longer engaged. But in the new one, they were. And Shaggy, for some reason, was a famous chef, even though he wasn't in the previous timeline. And Daphne's sisters in the old timeline were successful, but in the new one, they were complete opposite. So what I'm saying is just, and even when that new timeline had to change, what happened to Scrappy? Since every single case that they had done, all the revealing the people behind masks, none of that didn't happen. So I'm thinking when it happened that the timeline changed. Every single thing that the Mr. Inc. Incorporated did in the Scooby Doo Mr. Incorporated all was altered. And the whole Scooby Doo franchise has been around for such a long time. When then, I mean, when I heard this will be a couple of years now back when they decided to make this Velma series as for a bit more mature audience, I was actually a bit curious, but also a bit cautious how to approach this. But it turned out when they was maturing audience, they were literally talking about some like violence, blood, killers, and all that. And the fact that they literally changed the personality of all the characters. Fred to being incompetent, Daphne, I don't know, maybe she was around the same because she was even part of a rich family that was in a previous spinoffs that she were on. And Scooby, I mean, the show is about Scooby, and they never included him in the first or the second season. I was like, what the hell? I mean, seriously? It was just freaking fantastic. I mean, Scooby Doo is the main character in the whole franchise, but making one that not include him at all, yeah, that's just. And having this new version, the new series was gonna be on Netflix soon. That game guy found out. Um, I'm actually curious to see what that's gonna be, but I'm really cautious about it. I'm not saying, oh yeah, it's gonna love it and run away. No. And I did see there was another one that's supposed to be in like an anime that and only that there were only one picture. Scooby's one of them. Fred, Shaggy, and there is at least one girl, but it's unclear um, if it is Daphne or Velma. It's yeah, that's really unclear. Since, but I don't even know if that's even official or that's just only a fan art or maybe even that. But yeah, it's just who knows. Even though there are some questions about that particular series or development series, many fans who saw it probably like, hell no, this is the absolute bullshit. This is like absolute shit. And I mean, and I totally agree with them. When I first heard about it, I was like, okay, based on a bit more mature audience, and it's gonna be taking place in this like Ultimate Universe where all the before the older adventures happen, but not really. They not only did change some of the personality, change some of the designs of some of the characters, the personality, mostly personality for some of the most main characters like Fred. After all, throughout the series or throughout the franchise, Fred is the one who creates the traps. But in this new series of Velma, he never did. He was really incompetent as a leader. And I think the one who's more as a leader in the Velma series isn't even Fred, more like Velma. Sure, Velma may have seems a bit also a bit incompetent sometimes, but she seems to be more well capable of more being as a leader compared to Fred. He was even have was had this mindset that every girl at the school loved him, including Velma, but no, that was just complete opposite. Yeah, so I mean, it's considering how many of those. I have probably seen every single of the Scooby Doo franchises, those spin-offs, except Scooby Doo and Shaggy gets a clue. I never saw that much of that series, and only what I saw from that one, it was confusing as is much. The Velma series, only to get me started on that one. I really hated that one. But the earlier series, they were a lot better, a lot better, especially the very first one. Anyway, should we start? Since don't want to drag on too long. Well,
I'm here.
should we start on it? The questions?
Sure, Game Guy's there because he's been muted this whole time.
He's probably playing a Nintendo Switch. Honestly, I started wondering if the Nintendo Switch 2 it's even worth to buy. I mean, is there any difference between the first one and the new one, other from the memory storage, screen, and other things? But is there anything much major difference? But I don't even know.
Me neither.
I just sometimes I think video games can be a little bit overrated, depending on what the cards of what games there is. Like zombie games, something like that, shooter games. Yeah, they can be a little bit overrated, depending on how many new versions that have been going out. And like the GTA 6 was supposed to be released this year, but nope, they had postponed it till May 26, 2026. And people waited for like 12 to 13 years for them. What?
They're wimps.
I mean, they have been waiting for that game to be released for almost more than 10 years. And now it's finally being complete, and they just decide to put a hold on for another year. Oh man, there's like the other game that was
Maybe Donald Trump's holding on to them until you let him be a first game tester.
Probably, I wouldn't be surprised. But there's even another game that was also 90% into the complete during the development until it was cut. Star Wars Battlefront 3. They were like 90% almost complete with the game, and that just completely canceled it. That's the same thing as recently at the word is this one Black Panther game was all of the development, but that was canceled. So yeah, that's not fun for many people. Anyways, let's get ready for the 190 questions. Whoops, sorry, 94. Sorry.
Well, if it was 194, Game Guy Bear grabbed the popcorn.
But I have not included any questions from the Velma series, and according to me, it's not even part of canon at all. It's just too much messed up in that. So it's just no, thank you. So who should go first? You or Game Guy?
Game Guy can.
Here we go.
Oh, and by the way, with my millionaire quizzes, there are some other edited questions. They're just a little further down the line.
All right then. We can probably do some of them afterwards, depending on how if Game Guy has any energy for that. Anyways, number one, Scooby Doo gained popularity.
Pardon me while I grab a drink real quick. Go ahead. Just letting you know I was going to grab a drink.
Scooby Doo gained popularity by the TV audience when the first show was broadcast on TV. And in what year was Scooby Doo Where Are You released on TV? A. 1968, B. 1969, C. 1967, or D. 1970?
Um, B final.
Said B, 1969. Ding, 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 ding. Exactly B.
Wow, I totally guessed that. All right, cool.
So yeah, the show that Scooby Doo have been around for 56 years, and I honestly I don't even expect that or at least the one who created the show from the start. I didn't even expect that many that they expected this would have been gained such popularity and gained so many fans over the years. I mean, Scooby Doo have been on as a TV series for the half of a century already. And I would not more to say that, but Scooby Doo will definitely be as a show rest up for another 50 years. But I wonder if at least one thing, the one who makes the voice for Scooby had been around for from the beginning and onwards. But when if he this person would eventually pass away, who would they use an AI or something, or maybe use another person who could make the sound or the voice for Scooby? It's just since Scooby have been
I
around
mean,
for
if possible, if possible, since it was around back then at the time that the Merry Melody Looney Tunes cartoons were coming out, Mal Blanc could have done a good voice for him.
probably, and but knowing for the fact that if they decide to be using AI in order to make the new Scooby Doo series of voices for the next 50 years or something, I mean, it's not like impossible considering unless the person who is making the original voice would do the same thing as James Earl Jones did. He gave Disney the rights for his voice and for future use for movies, games, or anything like it. So if the one who is making the voice for Scooby might have do the same thing, but who even knows? In fact, there is even one individual voice actor named Frank Belker. He is known to make many voices to many animal characters, like hundreds of them. For and if I am known for, I think he's like in his 70s or 80, maybe. I believe it's sometime between 70s or 80 years old, and it still is making voices for many characters, animals, and even some other people or something. And that's impressive how he been able to do that. But I think the original Scooby Doo series from the 1969 and from up to the 70s, it was actually way better from the newer ones. Because the original Scooby Doo, with its art style and the background, it gives us more, both this terrifying, but also intrigue, excitement. It makes almost gives more life. The newer series of the Scooby Doo, it doesn't really give much of the same emotions. It's just it doesn't feel the same thing. The faces are too squares, or it just or even have the same personality. It's just it's just so much difference in it. Anyways, should we continue with you, Malachi? Number two here. Are you ready?
Yes.
How many seasons? Number two. How many seasons was of Scooby Doo Where Are You produced during its run? A. 3, B. 4, C. 2, or D. 1?
2.
Final.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly 2. Number 3 video game guy. During its run on TV, how many episodes did Scooby Doo Where Are You had while it was on running on TV? A 25, B 38, C 42, or D 69?
A final.
Ding ding ding, exactly A.
Well, that actually worked out. Nice.
Number four, trick question. Did Scooby and Scrappy Doo show had only one season during its run? Yes or no?
Repeat the question.
Did Scooby and Scrappy Doo show had only one season during its run on TV? Yes or no?
Yes.
Ding ding ding, exactly yes. Number 5. Scooby Doo and his friends are said to live in a town. And what is the name of the hometown? A. Coolstown, B. Cool, Coaltown, C. Coolsville, or D. Boomtown? Game guys, your question.
I know. Let me think. Coolsville. Whichever one that one was, I don't remember.
C. Final.
Yeah, see.
Ding ding ding, exactly C. In fact, that's the name they used most of the series, except for Scooby Doo and Mystery Incorporated, where that hometown was known as Crystal Cove. Number 6 for you again, Margaret. In the show A Pup Named Scooby Doo, there is a boy named Red Herring that Fred always accuses for the monsters, and he has a tattoo on his right arm. And what does it look like? A. Wolf head, B. Motorcycle, C. Heart with an arrow, or D. Dracula's head?
I should know it because I've seen the little punk twerp before. Even though I say he has a worse hair day than Kovu.
Mm-hmm. Very much.
Um, I believe it was a heart with an arrow final.
See, did exactly see. Hard on an arrow. It's kind of strange. He is actually, I think he's around the same age as the rest of the gang is, like a preteen.
Nah, I'd say he's I'd say he's older than a few old Cleopatras.
But because it's kind of funny to see Fred accusing him for every single monster attacks or ghost, even though he has nothing to do with that at all. I mean, there is even one scene where he has been accusing him, and he literally shows up in that one he's taking a bath, and I was like, I mean, he had been accused for almost everything that he
I
had
remember
to.
there was one episode where Fred was standing next to a phone and he accused Red and Red called him and I think he punched his hand through and grabbed it and said, "Stop accusing me!" Like, okay, you little devil.
Even though the show isn't much as the original, but at least has its moments. Okay, number 7 for you, game guy. In the episode Ghost Who's Coming to Dinner, the gang encounter their first real ghost, and his name is Bartholomew Beefard Bow LeBou, and they met him during a holiday. And which holiday was it? A. 4th of July, B. Easter, C. Halloween, or D. St. Patrick's?
Uh, C final.
Ding ding exactly C. Halloween. Number 8. Great question for you,
It's
Malachi.
actually working out great.
Did Daphne believe that Bartholomew Beefard Boo was a real ghost at first? Yes or no?
And what was the episode's name with what you said, the game guy?
Ghost who's coming to dinner. But there's this trick question: if Daphne believed that Bartholomew Beefard Boo was a real ghost at first.
No.
Ding ding ding, actually no, she didn't believe it. Number 9. Shaggy's name isn't his real name. And what is his real name? A. Adam. B. Norville. C. Gary. Or D. Jake?
Wait, can you repeat the question?
Shaggy's real name isn't his real name. What is his real name? A. Adam. B. Norville. C. Gary. Or D. Jake?
You glitched out. I didn't hear.
He said, what was Shaggy's real name? Adam, Norville, Gary, or Jake?
Thank you for clearing that up. StreamYard was not going to do it for him.
Shaggy,
Anyway, I'm going with B final. Norval.
Norville? Yeah, it's B.
Your
I
voice
don't.
is low.
Wait, whose?
Yours.
Oh, son of a movie. How about now? Any difference? Can you hear me? You Mr.
Yes.
Oh, you're just such BS, StreamYard. Anyways, number 10 for you, Malachite. Shaggy has a younger sister. What is her name? A. Margaret. B. Jackie. C. Amanda. Or D. Polly?
Wait, what were the options?
Margaret, Jackie, Amanda, or Polly?
I believe it was Margaret.
Say A. Ding ding ding. Exactly. A. Margaret. The first time she actually happened to appear was in a pup named Scooby Doo as a baby, or. Anyways, number 11 for you, game guy. Hard question. Shaggy has an ancestor that's called McBaggy Rogers, and he came over to America from Europe. And when did he arrive to America? A. 1700s, B. 1800s, C. 1600s, or D. 1900s? McBaggy. That's a very original name.
A. Final.
Wrong, exactly. C. 1600s. Number 12. Shaggy's ancestor McBaggy Rogers had buried a treasure, and he left a map to the buried treasure in a family heirloom. And what kind of item was it? A. Necklace. B. Dresser. C. Book. Or D. Ring. I actually remember that episode when that Shaggy's sister was getting married. When that happened. So, how you been doing, though, King Guy? Okay, then. And he will be right back. Okay. So, Gaming Guy, how you been doing? Did you get the most played? Well, let's wait. Let's just wait for Malachi for answer to his question. What now that would be? Are you even okay, the game guy? Since you're awfully quiet. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
You didn't get much sleep?
Yeah, you can say that.
Is it because of what happened yesterday?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, the first one I have feel panicked and that can ruin your sleep. I assume Roy is at sleep or Jim.
Yeah.
Hmm. So I asked, how's the weather been over there for you though?
Wild as always. Gotta realize the weather around here has a mind of its own.
Yeah, it's about the same here. It's been raining most of the day. I actually went along with my parents to my hometown. Um, we went to this an ice cream shop to since that's a top secret fan recipe. So we were like almost halfway there. It started raining, but when we got there, it had stopped raining. After we just sit down, start eating the ice cream, it started raining again. First was like a late light drizzle rain. I was like, okay, I know all that, but it's only to only increase the increase. So I was like, why? So we went back to the car, or at least stand on under a tree when it's raining, and while eating the ice cream, and typical Swedish summer weather, rain and rain. Yes, typical. But I don't mind though, because rain is well needed. If it doesn't rain, nothing grows, and if nothing grows, that means no trees, no plants, and that is no mean that no oxygen, and it basically means no life. I wish that Malakan can hurry up so we can continue the questions. But I assume it is that there won't be any millionaire since you're tired and all.
Yeah.
Question is how long Malachi would be gone. I think we might not even be halfway done on the questions until he was return. I mean, we don't even have even just started this questions, and who knows when he will be back. Well, Malachi, please hurry. Get a bit anxious. So, how is the new Nintendo Switch for you though?
It's pretty good.
So, was it exactly like you expected it to be, or even better?
Yeah.
So, from what I understand that when you're using a Nintendo Switch 2, you can't use any used games in it, and that it will still be rigged. It is what I heard, but I won't even know for sure. Since I don't even have the games or any of the consoles, so I wouldn't know for sure. But Nintendo Switch 2, yeah, honestly, I don't even see any much difference between the first one and the new one. And sometimes I wonder if Nintendo Switch 2 is so it really much to get hyped for. It's just another console. I mean, I understand from many players that really are excited for it because it has new features, it has new upgrades if when compare the first one, and who knows? Switch 2 actually may actually get Nintendo Switch 3 for the next couple of years, maybe 10 years. Who knows? Hey, Malachi, please hurry. Sheesh, think long enough. If you're not back before I reach an hour and a half, I just simply will end the stream anyways. Scooby Doo, my favorite show franchise. Only one of the shows that I don't like is the Velma series. Boy, that is terrible.
Jeez.
What? Oh, oh man. StreamYard, really? Do you have to kick him out? Oh gosh. StreamYard, you're not fun today.
this connection.
Yep, it happens.
Anyways, I was not here, so if you read a question, you might want to repeat any answers.
Shaggy's ancestor McBaggy Rogers had buried a treasure, and he left a map to the treasure in a family heirloom. What kind of item was it? Necklace, dresser, book, or ring?
Options again. Hate that.
Necklace, dresser, book, or ring?
You're lagging. Can you put the options in the chat?
Fuck's sake.
Oh. Look. Connections. Not our greatest invention. Right, game guy?
No. No, it's not.
My answer is ring. Three-ish.
What is the answer?
I said D.
Yeah, it's a ring.
Hmm.
Number 13 for you, game guy. What did the treasure that McBaggy Rogers had buried contain? A. Gold. B. Corn. C. Diamonds. Or D. Rubies?
Anyway. Yeah. Okay, sure. A final.
You say A. Gold. Wrong, it's actually B. Corn. Yeah, so it turns out the Rogers family's secret, the most biggest treasure that they have known, was corn, not gold, not diamonds or anything. Because since corn was very valuable to Native Americans at the time of in the 1600s when the Rogers family moved over to the Americas. Number 14. In the episode Wedding Bells Booze, we can see the oldest known ancestor came to America with Shaggy's ancestor, McVaggy Rogers. What is the name of
Uh,
Scooby's ancestor? What? What
you
is it?
glitched out again, and I don't.
It's Malachi's question, anyways. If this happen again, I'm done.
And I can't confirm if I've actually gotten the point or not.
It might not be Swedish. It could be glitching on your end. On your question, what did you say for an answer?
I said A.
Oh, you said A. Okay, I wanted to make sure. But it was B, ears according. And then he read my question.
In the episode Wedding Bells Booze, we can see the oldest known ancestor came to America with Shaggy's ancestor, McBaggy's Rogers. What is the name of Scooby's ancestor? A.
So I,
Adam, Adams Doo. B. Yankee Doodle Doo. C. Roger Doo. Or D. Baggy Doo.
B, final answer.
Ding ding ding, is actually correct. Yankee Doodle Doo. Looks even that their ancestor looks very similar to Scooby, but just with a pilgrim hat. Number 15 for you, game guy. Scooby has a number of siblings. He has one sister, and how many brothers does he have? A, 2, B, 3, C, 4, or D, 5?
all right, hold on a second. Can you repeat the answers?
2, 3, 4, or 5?
B, final. 3.
Ding ding ding, is actually 3. 3 brothers and 1 sister. Number 16, hard question for you, Malachi. Scooby Doo has a great grandpa named Great Grandpa Scooby. He was a war hero, and in which war did he serve in? A. World War One, B. World War Two, C. Civil War, or D. Vietnam War?
If I remember the episode, he was Civil War. Final.
Ding ding ding, did C. Civil War. I've seen the episode, and it's actually interesting to see more of Scooby's other relatives rather from his parents and his siblings and all. Number 17 for you, game guy. Scooby has a male cousin named Dooby Dooby Doo. What and he has a professional as a job. And what is his job? A. Chef. B. Security dog. C. Singer. Or D. Actor. The clock is ticking.
Well, it's not like either of you have anything to do.
Oops.
Can you repeat the answers also?
Scooby Doo has a male cousin named Dooby Dooby Doo, and he has a professional job. And what is his job? A. Chef. B. Security dog. C. Singer. Or D. Actor.
I'm gonna go with C, final.
C. Dating exactly C. Singer. Number 18. In the show, a pup named Scooby Doo, Daphne has a male butler. And what is his name? A. Jenkins. B. Adams. C. Morgan. Or D. Brian.
Jenkins.
Dating exactly 8. Jenkins. Number 19. Daphne's family Blake has an ancestral castle in Europe. And where is the castle located? A. Germany. B. France. C. Scotland. Or D. Ireland.
I'm gonna go with C, final.
C. Scotland. Dating exactly C. Number 20. Trick question for you, Malachi. Is the Blake ancestral castle being taken care of Daphne's cousins named Sarah? Yes or no?
Did I get that right or not,
Yeah, you did.
by the way? Because I
Yeah,
didn't hear if I did.
I'm
yeah, you did.
just be saying, Spears. Maybe the lag connection is on his end, not yours. Just to be letting you know. I don't think it was you. But
Cool.
I know it's a yes or no question, but can you repeat the question only?
Is the Blake's ancestral castle been taken care of Daphne's cousin named Sarah?
Did you say Sarah?
Yes, Sarah.
No.
Final.
Yeah.
Didn't exactly know. Her name is Shannon. I actually even had that on DVD. So number 21. Scooby Doo has a male cousin named Scooby Dum, and he has been living with a couple in Georgia. And the couple was producing something. And what is they producing? A. Ice cream. B. Soft drink. C. Candy. Or D. Clothes.
I guess I'm fine with that. B final.
Is it B? Ding exactly B. Soft drink.
And I actually heard that I got it right again. Hooray!
Number 22. The couple Skillets had their production of their item, and where did they produce their product? A. In a factory. B. In their own home. C. In a barn. Or D. In an old riverboat.
Where were they making it?
Yeah.
Okay. I should know this because if what you're asking relates to the episode of the Gator Ghoul, it was an old riverboat final.
Ding exactly D. Exactly that. And actually, a very good episode. Number 23. How many episodes has Scooby Doo appearing in the Scooby Doo franchise? A. 8. B. 12. C. 4. Or D. 9.
Wow, literally one away. That's crazy. B final.
You say what?
He said B.
I said B final.
Damn, you're laggy, dude.
Told you. But he said B. I heard him.
Whatever.
Wrong exactly C. 4 episodes. Number 24, trick question. Does Scooby Doo and Scooby Doo have a special handshake? Yes or no?
Yes.
Dating, exactly, yes. I do wonder, does he even have that with all of his cousins or other siblings? Who knows? But their handshake is is pretty unique.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if Pinky and Rainbow Dash did their special handshake? That'd be funny.
Yep, that would be. Number 25. Scooby Doo has a female cousin named Scooby Dee, and she's an actress. She was kidnapped by someone dressed as a ghost of a man who used to be famous. And how was the man famous? A. Actor. B. Painter. C. Author. Or D. Singer.
I'm gonna go with D final. Go with
Singer.
yeah.
Wrong exactly. A. Actor. Number 26. In the episode where Scooby Doo made his first appearance, he was helping the gang to stop a ghost, and the ghost in the episode looked similar to an animal. What kind of animal was it? A. Gorilla. B. Badger. C. Alligator. Or D. Rat.
And I just mentioned it earlier a little bit ago. It was C, an alligator.
Eating exactly C. Oh man.
And you know what? Can you blame me? Because I don't know I had no idea what questions you wrote.
True. But I had to come up with some good questions for those quizzes based on the fact that it's so. I mean, if I had to include any
And-
questions from that, it had
and
to be
also-
all of the series except for one, Vanilla series.
And also earlier, Space, with what you were saying with the Scooby Doo movie where Scrappy was a villain, I honestly thought the movie was really good in action right up until
Well, what
the
do you
reveal.
need?
Don't you dare spread your light like that.
What's going on? What floor?
So I could clean my body. I'm gonna put these on.
Okay.
If I clean
What?
This.
What?
I'm tired.
Hi, tired.
Still.
Tired.
Hey, walking mommy. Oh man, parents, can be a little bit embarrassed at times. Anyways, number 27, hard question for you, game guy. In the episode of a pup named Scooby Doo, there is a monster that is trying to put out Scooby Snack's out of business, and the monster is in disguising an edible substance. And what is it? A. Chocolate. B. Cheese. C. Yellow. Or D. Whipped cream. Even I remember that episode.
Me too.
It was a pretty fun.
A.
You say A, wrong is actually B, cheese.
A cheese monster.
Yeah, it's
I'm surprised
You know-
you didn't catch. I'm surprised you didn't catch my pun right there, Spears. I said a cheese monster.
yeah, I get it. No,
Monster's
it's
a French
actually-
cheese.
Yeah, and this is not like the first time they actually done this. I believe it was in the other series, Scooby Doo. What's New with Scooby Doo, where there's another similar episode of where someone tried to shut down the business, but disguise themselves in by using the little Scooby Doo snacks, the Scooby snacks mix in like
You mean the Scooby snack batter?
yeah, that. And that is similar to much as the cheese monster. It's very similar as that same episode, but just different. And it's also the kind of similar to other episodes where there were those bad guys, those criminals that was disguised as ice cream flavors from the original series. It's similar to that. It's similar in much in that is reusing some an old concept, an old episode in a new
And you know
spin-off.
what? And you know what, Smish? In that episode with the ice cream ghost, that one was actually quite the genius one.
Mm-hmm. But can you really imagine if this ghost was not even made of cheese, but it was whipped cream, and the eyes was made of cherries, and the mouth maybe made of chocolate sauce? I don't know, but that would have been It would have been,
An ice cream Sunday goes to Scooby would have a field day and dig right in. He wouldn't stand a chance or walk an inch.
or if, or what if the ghost was dressed as a banana split? Honestly, though, I had never even tried the banana split myself. At least not in the same way, but I would like to try one though. Anyways, next question, number 28 for you, game guy. Or no, it's actually
28?
your Malibu. Isn't wait? There's a no. It's actually Malachi's question. In the movie, Scooby Doo meets Boo Brothers after the map was destroyed. Shaggy asks what else could go wrong, and Scooby Doo replied with an answer. What did he say? A. Car could suck. B. We can ask for help. C. It could be raining. Or D. We can find it. We can find it to place.
What?
Did you even hear the question?
Can you repeat?
In the movie, Scooby Doo meets Boo Brothers after the map was destroyed when they first
No, of
were
course I
looking
did.
for. This is Malachi's question, so you know. This was the map where they were like trying to find the plantation
I don't know
where
what you just
Shaggy.
said, but it sounded like you were drowning in water there, Malachite.
But Shaggy asked what else could go wrong. Scooby replied with an answer. What did he say? A. Car could get stuck. B. We can ask for help. C. It can be raining. D. We can find a place.
I'm gonna go with D final.
No, this is my question.
Exactly.
Oh. Look, I'm tired, alright?
I don't. Well, I don't recall there. I don't recall there being any rain in the film, but what else could go wrong? Um, it has been a while since I've watched it, so forgive me if I'm a little rusty, but I'm going to say the rain answer.
C. Ding, exactly C. If you don't remember, but this was when Shaggy and Scooby first encountered the ghost on the horse, and that Scooby had the map, and that he was how somehow end up in the engine, and the map was destroyed. And when Scooby said that as a reply for what his question, what they should do now, when he said it could be raining, and literally the thunder went off. But I don't even remember if it rained, but there was at least some thunder. That was just before they first arrived to the plantation. I actually have that movie in my computer, so I can watch that movie at any time. Anyways, number 29 for you, game guy. Shaggy's sister would end up marrying a man when she was older. What is the name of her future husband? A. Jack. B. Wilfred. C. Oliver. Or D. Mark.
Wait, what's this name of the sister thingy mobber? We're gonna find out, I guess. Let me roll this thingy mobber, and I'm gonna go with A final.
You say A, wrong, exactly B, Wilfred. Number 30, trick question. When Shaggy and his friends were trying to find the Burghards plantation, a sheriff was following, and when he saw Shaggy Scooby driving, he got a shock and drove into a big billboard. Yes or no? Did you hear the question?
Whose question is this?
Malgards. Malachi, it's your question.
Bum ba-da-dum bum bum ba-da-da-dum ba-da-bum bum 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 ba-dum bum. Um, how are you doing, sweet?
Sweet.
I don't know why I said it like that. Don't ask.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Hmm?
I haven't really done. I haven't really done much today. Just work with with my parents today to home my hometown,
I'm
and
here. I'm here. My mom called me to wash a pot.
That was so loud. I think I might have gone blind. The door closes.
I'm here.
did you even hear the question?
No, because I was out in the kitchen washing a pot. We're having mac and cheese tonight.
All right, it's a straight question for you. When Shaggy and his friends was trying to find the Bulgard plantation, a sheriff was following after them. When he saw Scooby driving, he got a shock and drove into a big billboard. Yes or no?
Um, yes.
You say yes. Ding ding ding, exactly yes. Number 31. The sheriff that Shaggy interacted mostly in movies, his last name was Busby. What was his first name? A. Robert, B. Eddie, C. TJ, or D. Adams?
Is this me or Malachite?
Yours.
You.
I got to get better. Keep track of that. 1 second. All right. B final.
You said B. Wrong, exactly. C. TJ. Shaggy's uncle, Beauregard, had a servant named Farquaad, and he served Beauregard for a number of years until he passed away. And how many years? A. 35 years, B. 60 years, C. 28 years, or D. 42 years.
Mm. Hmm. All right, we're talking about the little the hunch hunchback, the little hunchback of creepy no good. Um, yes, that's what I refer to Farquaad as the hunchback of up to no good.
Yeah, we get it, but how many years did he serve Beauregard?
I believe you said it was 60 final.
B, did it exactly be 60 years? Number number 33, trick question for you, game guy. Did the sword in a painting of Beauregard somehow left the painting and hit the mirror above the fireplace? Yes or no?
Wait, you said third question 30?
33.
Oh,
Hold on, I'm thinking.
and the
This is my question, yes?
that is your
Yep.
question.
Intention. Let me reroll.
Oh no.
Yeah, sure, whatever. B, final.
Um,
Huh. A feather.
when I was out mowing a few days ago, I actually found it on the ground. Apparently, a blue jay was molting its feathers, and I ended up finding it. Thankfully, I didn't run it over with the mower.
I never seen a blue jay before. Or at least not even native to my country. I do have a stuffed cardinal bird, like a kind of a plushie, where it had like a sound box in it that sound like the bird. But what is the answer question? Give me your.
I said B, final.
It is a yes or no question.
Oh, yes.
Did it exactly yes. Number 34 for you, Malachi. Shaggy has an uncle named Shag Worthy, and he's a jewel dealer and is very rich. He has his own collection of jewels, but he doesn't hide them in a safe. And where does he keep them? A. Freezer. B. Dresser. C. Under the bed. Or D. Attic.
Freezer.
Dating actually D. A. Freezer. I remember that episode, and I was like, and he was like, he looked very similar to as Shaggy, a little bit older in the monologue, and I was like, this is the one of the episodes where suppose Merlin happens, and this Black Knight. But the strange is, currently, like as many knows, that ghosts happen to appear at midnight, but Merlin's ghosts only happen to show up at 12:15 a.m., like 15 minutes after midnight. That was a bit
Mm-hmm.
strange, but it's a pretty good episode. There is actually one. I don't know if this is an episode, but it's where one of Velma's relatives goes missing, and it turns out he is a archaeologist studies in a rainforest somewhere, I believe in South America. I guess it was there, and it leads to this temple where believed to be ancient astronauts, aliens, spaceship. It's also a pretty good episode or something. Anyways, number 35, video game guy. Mr. Shagworthy has an old castle transported to United States piece by piece. And where did he take it from? A. Ireland, B. Germany, C. France, or D. Scotland?
Hmm. Uh, really? I'm gonna give it the same. No, that's crazy. B final.
Is it a B?
Yeah.
Wrong exactly. D. Scotland. Number 36. Scooby and Shaggy was hired by Miss Greenwood's school as teachers. What kind of teaching would they do? A. Cooking. B. Mathematics. C. Gym class. Or D. French.
Uh, G.
Gym class.
C. Did exactly C. Gym class. I remember that movie. It's pretty good. It's kind of a strange. If you're looking at the that next to that school, this military school, it looks like a more modern school, but the school of her that she's teaching, it looks way different. And this like is located in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of a strange building a military school or something. Number 37. Miss Greenwood was cooking something in the kitchen for Shaggy, Scooby, and what was it she was cooking for them? A. Apple pie. B. Swamp brownie. C. Souffle. Or D. Pepperoni pizza.
I didn't want to do that. Well, that kind of sucks.
Great, now he's muted.
A final.
You say A. Wrong, exactly. B. Swamp brownie.
Huh.
Number
I remember.
38.
I remember in the special she made either mole or fungus brownies for the colonel who lived next door.
Yeah, I think so.
And
Number
I was like,
38, please. Yeah. Mrs. Greenwood has a dragon as a guard dog. And what is its name? A. Smoky. B. Flame. C. Matches. Or D. Fiery.
matches.
Ding is correct. Actually, C is matches. He didn't like Scooby or Shaggy or at first, but Scrappy for some reason he thought at least he was okay with him.
I remember him burning Scooby's tail just to wake him up.
Hmm. Number 39 for you, game guy. Next to Greenwood's school, there was this military academy and was led by a man named Calloway. And what was his military rank? A. Captain. B. Major. C. Lieutenant. Or D. Colonel.
I'm gonna say A final.
Wrong, exactly. D. Colonel. Even though Malik, I did mention that only a moment ago.
Damn! Well, you know what? I'm sorry, my ass has.
I wasn't even paying attention.
Well, I'm sorry, my ass has.
Sorry,
no data
Malachite.
my ass does not have a data download button.
Okay, number 40. When Shaggy and Scooby and Scrappy went to see the mansion,
This
it was led by that Shaggy inherited from his uncle Burgard. Did Scrappy read the map? Yes or no?
Yes.
It was actually Scooby Doo.
I said
Number 41 for Game Guy. When Scooby, Shaggy, and Scrappy were
you
the
learn something
teachers
new every day.
I
at
I
Green,
did say I was a little rusty for the Boo Brothers movie.
yeah. But as they were teachers at Mrs. Greenwood's school, one of the students, Sibella, wanted to treat them with something. So she went. So she what? So what did
On
she
the
order for
laundromat.
food for them? A. Hamburgers, pizza. B. Pizza. C. Fried chicken. Or D. Sushi.
Spears, you just said sushi, and this was my reaction.
Yeah, same. I would never eat sushi, even if it was the last food on the planet. I'd rather eat my own feet or my own. I'd rather eat tree bark.
Sushi is pretty gross. Wait, how do you? Hmm. Guess I'm gonna find out. Uh, right. So, what's the next question? You stop falling.
When Shaggy, Scooby, and Scrap were
Or
teachers
have
at Mrs.
condition,
Greenwood's school,
which I think.
when Shaggy, Scooby, and Scrap were teachers at Mrs. Greenwood's school, one of the students, Sibella, wanted to treat them with something. So what did she order for them as food? A. Hamburgers. B. Pizza. C. Fried chicken. Or D. Sushi.
Let me guess. It's D final.
You say sushi?
Yeah.
Wrong exactly. B. Pizza. Number 42. Hard question for you,
I thought you did
Malachi.
that thing. Answer before you actually asked it.
Scooby and the gang met a professor who said that he invented a time machine. When he demonstrated Optimus' machine, it was supposed to bring an item from the past, but it brought a being from the future. And how far in future was it? A. 500 years. B. 1,200 years. C. 5,000 years. Or D. 3,500 years.
Um, I know the answer, but I think you're tiny slight bit off, Spears. Because my answer is C.
Did it exactly C. 5,000 years.
Okay, but what I meant by slight bit off was when I remember the time machine was going off before the monster appeared, the professor yelled 5007, something like that.
Huh.
So it's possible there was an additional 7 years to that number.
Well, you got it
Uh,
right, so it's not like it matters that much.
Yeah, that might be true. I may actually forget exactly the exact
It was
number of years,
rounding.
but
Well,
I did remember at least 5,000. It was
well, I was only letting you know.
yeah. Number 43 for you, game guy. Miss Greenwood School has a competition
I mean, I
against.
rounded it. Not like that.
Miss Greenwood School has a competition against Callaway's Academy. What type of game do they play? A. Golf. B. Basketball. C. Volleyball. Or D. Football.
Again?
What? What?
Because I can't remember what it is.
It's your question.
I know. Who did you think answered?
What did you even answer then?
I said B final.
Wrong, exactly. Volleyball. Number 44, trick question for you again, Malachi. Did Miss Greenswood School win the competition? Yes or no?
Okay.
Yes, it did.
Exactly, yes. Number 45. What is the name of the owners of the house where the ghost Bartholomew Beefard Bow LeBou lives? A. Williams. B. Johnson. C. Thompson. Or D. Adams?
Okay, well, give me 1 second. Yeah, okay. A final.
You say A. Wrong, exactly. B. Johnson.
Oh, right.
Number 46 for Mr. Malagam. Or, sorry, Malagite mispronounced there. If the time machine the professor had invented was working and he would get a lot of money for it, how much would he got from it? A. $150,000. B. $250,000. C. $500,000. Or D. $450,000.
I think it was C final.
500,000. Ding ding ding. Exactly $500,000.
Okay, I'll be right back. I need to go dump the pasta noodles.
Noodles.
Man, I'm not gonna let you poison me. I threw it on the ground. Really? Oh. Wait. Do. Talk to me, boy.
What? StreamYard. You son of a gun. Yeah, you're not the only one who just been kicked. I just noticed that Malak had also been gone.
What happened?
I don't know. You were just gone when I came back. Just grab something to eat, and even Malakat is gone. Do you guys wanna do all the knife word questions?
Honestly, not really. What question were we even on?
47.
Alright, so what should be a good stopping point, do you think?
Mm, well,
55? 56?
yeah, 56 sounds more right, more reasonable. Let's just wait until he's back. Man, my head really hurts. I've been having this terrible headache the whole day. It feels that the air is charged of thunder, even though there hasn't even been any thunder all day. But it just feels like it. Like if I have a huge weight on my head, it's like really pressing it down. Okay. Where are you? So when you got the Nintendo Switch, did you get any games to it?
I got Mario Kart, so
Right. Yeah,
I
that
got
is.
that.
It is. Yeah, that's really like I think that is really part of the deal. But I wonder if it is possible to play other games. Like I wonder if you can even play, let's say, Windows game on Nintendo, if that's even allowed. I know that Nintendo has very strict rules now, but
Can play the original Switch game on there.
yeah. And if you play any pirate games or anything on the Nintendo Switch, it will completely disable the console for you. And using an external other source connected to be able to play other games also can break your game. And he's back.
Fuck this!
You're not the only one. Even Game Guy was kicked again. But we decided to not do all the 94 questions. We only decided to do was 56 total. It's just, but it's Game Guy's question anyways. Number 47. When Shaggy and his friends were sent to see his rich uncle, Shagworthy, they left town to get to his big castle in the outskirts. It took some time to drive from town, and how much time did it take? A. 5 minutes, B. 15 minutes, C. 20 minutes, or D. 25 minutes.
C final.
So C.
Yeah.
Wrong, exactly. B. 15 minutes. Number 48.
Even
Hard question
Steve
for you.
mentioned it earlier. They appear at 12:15.
Yeah, I actually forget that I actually did. That was even part of the question in this game. In
You
this
think I was
quiz.
paying attention?
No, you never do. Number 48 for a game guy from Malaga. Mr. Shagworthy was taken by the ghost of Merlin, and he was placed somewhere in his own castle. And where was he placed? A. In a tower. B. In a dungeon. C. In a basement. Or D. In the attic.
Dungeon.
Ding, ding, exactly correct. Exactly B, dungeon. Number 49. The Snow Ghost was disguised as a bad guy named Mr. Greenway and his partner, Mr. Leach, used it for criminal operation. And what kind of operation was it? A. Moonshine. B. Smuggling. C. Blackmail. Or D. Pirate copies of items.
Okay, can I-
D final?
What?
I said D final.
Wrong, exactly B. Smuggling.
And can I reiterate little bit, Spears? Copying objects would kind of fall into the category of forgery or forging.
Yeah, I know. I just didn't even follow the naming that.
No!
What the hell was that?
No
I
idea.
grabbed me a cold drink to go with my mac and cheese, and I just put, and it just touched one of my legs.
Huh. Nice.
It was cold.
Again. Nice. Anyways, next question is number 50 for Game Guy. No, sorry, not like a hard question. In the episode What a Shocking Ghost, where Mr.
What
Voltner
number?
disguised 50.
Oh.
Mr. Voltner disguised as a ghost and he had electrical energy. And how many volts did his body emit? A. 1200 volts. B. 3500 volts. C. 6800 volts. Or D. 10,000 volts.
10,000.
Yep, pretty much. Okay, number 51. Trick question for you, Game Guy. Were Scooby Doo in the episode Headless Horseman? Yes or no?
All right, this is my question. B final?
It's a yes
You
or
said
no.
Oh. Yeah, it does.
It's a yes or no.
Blah, blah, blah,
It's a
blah.
it's a it's a yes or no question. And the question was Scooby Doo in the episode Headless Horseman?
No. I'm gonna say no.
Wrong, exactly, yes. Number 52. In the episode Scooby's Chinese
God.
fortune Cookie Keeper, the gang was traveling in China, and they were helping a family that they encountered a monster. And what was the name of the monster? A. Spirit of the Fire Dragon. B. Yomi Demon. C. Moon Monster. Or D. Demon Ghost.
Mo Monster.
Ding ding, exactly correct. It's actually Moon Monster. I remember that episode actually. Number 53. In the episode A Menace of Venice, the gang went to Italy to see their friend Antonio, and he was studying something in Venice. What was he studying? A. History. B. Art. C. Music. D. Food. Game guy, your question.
Malachite, I think it's your turn.
No, it's your turn.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. Steve. Final. I don't know what I ate, but whatever it was, not agreeing with me.
You said C?
I did say C.
Wrong, exactly. B. Art. Number 54 from Malachite. In the episode, the warlock of Wimbledon, the gang encounters a young man named Jimmy Pelton. He plays a certain sport, and they did help him with the ghost of warlock. And what kind of place did he live at? A. Mansion. B. Castle. C. Cottage. Or D. Apartment.
Mansion.
Ding ding ding, actually correct. Number 55, hard question for you, Malachite, game guy. In the episode, the fiesta hosts in a Aztec god, the gang went to Mexico for the fiesta when they meets a couple Stonehack, who is an archaeologist. It turned out that they were the ghosts, and they were stealing something And what was this stealing? A. Aztec treasures. B. Paintings. C. Diamonds. Or D. Sculptures.
I'm gonna say diamonds.
Wrong, exactly. A. Aztec treasure. Number 56. In the episode, there is a demon shark in the foggy dark. The gang were involved in a case of a frozen shark with the legs and with missing pearls. It turned out the suspect was an employee and he had a special talent. And what kind of talent was it? A. Magician. B. Dressing artist. C. Carpenter. Or D. Painter.
What were the options?
Magician, dressing artist, carpenter, or painter.
Carpenter.
Ding, ding, exactly. C. Carpenter.
Because he made sacred things with secret paneling, and that's how he was able to get inside the crate underneath the shark at the airport.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we can go for a few more if you guys want to.
No thanks.
All right then. That gives you 10 questions, 2 points, and Malachite 27. Damn, you really crushed it.
Yeah, but that sounds to say I didn't put up a fight. 10 points is still decent, and I guess.
True. Yeah, and
better than no points at all, right?
True. I mean, you don't even know much about Scooby since you don't have it. You don't even probably see much of it, though, have you?
It's, yeah. Admittedly, it's on my list of things I should probably watch.
Well, that depends on which one. There are multiple shows that you made and multiple movies, and
yes, there is more.
A lot more. I mean, they have been doing the shows for over about 56 years. So, yeah, you have a lot to catch up with. In fact, to be honest, I hadn't even seen all the series myself. Scooby Doo and Shaggy Gets a Clue. Never saw that one. I only saw some clips from it, but honestly, it wasn't really that good. It was confusing. But I put the options in the comments there if you wanted to pick one of those. Unless you wanted to pick with someone else. I don't really spend so much time to making. Damn it! I forgot one topic. There we go. Forgot the cryptids. But 41 quizzes so far.
Damn.
So far, I have still let's go see here. A bunch of questions that are still on paper that I hadn't even added in, and I think it's like total of 1,800 questions in that one. A bunch of that. So 41 crypto quests. It's just no that only a handful. That's only like the beginning of that, and there might be. Considering how many questions that in each one is, 41 times 81, that's 3,321 questions for now, at least. But you can choose the topic later on, though, since there are there are so many other. But I probably do. I was thinking of doing some other country history and hopefully to do some Greek mythology, perhaps even Japanese mythology at some point.
I
I when
think
I also,
I think if we were to, I think if any of us were to choose the Canada history, we should have Kovu as host.
yeah, good luck with that. You have to first you have to ask him in advance because yeah, I mean I have
Yeah,
actually spent so much.
we need to ask him to find his time between his sex life.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Have him take a
Um,
break from his magic.
if that's even possible. Um, but yeah, I think that's something we can probably do at some point also. The topic I had also that American urban legend that is actually multiple ones that's in from all over the states that I just put into some actually that I have heard about for a while. Others I hadn't even heard about. So, but I actually thought of even planning to do separate urban legends based from only for each 50 states, and including some from Swedish urban legend. And that one is definitely going to be a bit of challenge since I don't know much about Swedish urban legends, and I may also have to change the names since if I can find any actual uh, roughly translation or something, due to the fact that different language, some words may not even have any actual translation or something. Or if I had to do some basically roughly as translation to some of the words. If I had to do something like say like Scottish or any European,
Another
that
another another Scottish history. Good luck getting Lord again.
I can only probably ask him. I mean, I had two total of them already. I
And
mean, I have.
I mean, it would be a long time return for him in the streams. And if we were able to show up, we could all play something like oh.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I can always ask him. Have you guys ever seen any of the Steven Universe?
Are you gonna get mad with me?
No promises.
I have heard of it, but never watched it.
Hmm. What about you, game guy?
What was the
Have
question?
you seen Steven Universe?
I've heard of it, but I haven't watched it.
Damn.
You guys need a life,
I
or
have
at
a
least,
life. It just hasn't come up in
Yeah,
faction
you're probably
that
right.
show.
well, another thing you probably need is get laid, and that should come from me. I hadn't even got laid in like over 10 years.
I mean,
Oh
look at
man.
me. I mean, the trains, planes, sailboats, and
Yeah,
shuttles.
but quick question: what does getting laid have to do with Steven Universe?
Everything.
Man, unless I wouldn't be surprised if the game guy or even Malaka gets so wasted or something that or too tired that they end up sleeping next to someone that they the least expected person, like non-related person, of course. But
If I wanted to get wasted, I'll waste my I'll if I wanted to get wasted, I'll get drenched in A&W root beer.
I never even had to try root beer before either. So root beer is actually
What
sold in
the
my
fuck
country.
does your country even import? I can't believe I'm not. I can't believe it doesn't even fucking exist. Soda.
They actually have root beers in my country. I just haven't seen it in the stores. Might be, I mean,
They
that
must be.
depends on, of course. At least in the
They,
stores where I live, they don't even have it. It's just those stores aren't even that big. Because where I live, it's a small community. It's a small town community, so it isn't even that big. Not even like 10,000 people. Not even close to that.
damn.
But in my hometown, which is roughly about 100,000 people or something, that might actually have some stores that do have bigger stores, unless unless you can actually order that from some online, I believe. And Twinkies, same thing. I had never seen those in any stores, but I know for a fact you can order them from a party site. I haven't actually even tried any of that, but Fi Goddess said that she will bring some with her when she's coming over in September. Yeah, she is not coming over in August. That was, she was originally planned, but in September. Um, but what else I even haven't tried? Well, Taco Bell I haven't tried since they don't even have any of those restaurants in here. Um, KFC, nope, never. But they are, in fact, is one in my hometown. I heard that KFC in Denmark have been all closed down because they've been selling expired meat to the customers.
Damn.
Uh, Yeah, that's pretty bad. Pretty bad. I mean, honestly,
That
bad.
gives me that that gives new meaning to the word slaughterhouse.
hmm And eating expired meat, it's pretty bad because they can give you salmonella, and that is not good. Trust me, it is absolutely one of the worst. It gets you real bad food poisoning. You can, in the worst case, you can actually end up in a hospital. But there are many more American items that I hadn't even tried. Um, some of the food items I haven't tried is, let's see, other from KFC, I haven't that. Uh, what else? Burger King, yeah, that I have many times since that do in fact exist here. Pizza Hut, just once, but that was like about 20 years ago, I think, give or take, when I was in first grade. That's it. But Reese's Pieces, the peanut candy, tried it, never again. Ugh, no thank you. S'mores, no, not either. Hadn't even tried that. But I'm actually curious to try that. What else? Mac and cheese. Try that first time a few years back, and I will say it was amazing. It was like something like my dad made from scratch based on the recipe, and I will say it was amazing. I had only seen the mac and cheese in the movies and TV shows, and I was like, I wonder that is some. We had some similar dishes to that, but yeah, it was pretty good. Um, okay, lasagna. I do love that, but there is one I never wanted to try. That is the one that is black. Because those plates that you put in lasagna is made of squid or octopus. Thanks, but no thanks. Or, oh, okay, would you guys eat snails from like your friends
Hell
too?
no.
Same. um, fried frog.
No.
Maybe. I don't know.
Hell no. I would never eat. I would never try eating frogs because that would be an insult to Kermit.
How about ants?
Where the fuck are you taking this idea from, Baloo?
Actually, no. My sister, she used to eat ants when she was younger. Like literally pick them from the ground while they were alive and yummy. And get this, I actually saw the spin-off series from Expedition Unknown. This one is called Expedition X. They were actually this guy fell in his narcotic header. If I remember, they were in somewhere in Asia. They actually picked ants from the tree, and they were not doing those. They was like red in color, and according to him, they tasted like Doritos. And get this, they actually been selling this type of ants as a snack in US. There were actually some people actually in Sweden actually thought of replacing the actual meat patty made from ants. And who knows, maybe one day in the future, some meals might actually be made from ants and other insects. I mean, in some far future, maybe. But there is one movie that's even I saw at least once, but this one was made in 70s. I don't remember the exact title, but this one is actually there was food shortage in the world, and this company actually produced something they called Soylent. It was supposed to be made from soy, but it turns out that the food was made from elderly people that had passed away, which they took to this some sort of processing plant, chopped their bodies up in pieces, boiled, and turned it into some like into actual food, and gave it to the general public, and no one didn't even knew about it until near the end. But yeah, though I wouldn't be surprised. But if it was us three guys and alone somewhere, scarce of food, I would actually wouldn't mind to eat something from you guys. I mean, if I would be that hungry, but that's unlucky that happened. Unlike that from the movie Alive, but they literally eating pieces of their deceased friends, but they were all already dead and frozen. So, which is true based on a true story. Anyways, but if you have to decide from which topic next time to the next game show stream, that's up to you. Since you did win this time, though. And
Twice in a row.
Yeah, and I will definitely.
And just so you know, at least try and let us know ahead of time of if you're going to do a game show stream, so we can prepare ourselves for it. Because the subject is that Disney movies quiz, the first one with the movies I suggested to you on Discord.
Mm-hmm. We can probably do
That's
that
the
one
next,
like in,
that's the next one.
okay. We can probably do it like I don't know. That would be 7 for me. That would be like 12 for you guys, or 1. That depends how you go. But I think like that can work. And I have seen a lot of Disney movies, and especially the classic ones. Anyways, well, everyone, it's been fun. That it's a pretty long stream, almost 3 hours, and I will update the next Scooby Doo quiz since I throughout the quiz stream I actually came up with some questions already for the next one, just a handful, and yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Anyways, until next time, this is Rich Diablo signing off. Bye.
Right.